so now that our pieces are all cut out, okay, we're not going to use the underlay yet, so we're just going to move that out of the way. So the first step with the box pleat is, again, we're just going to flip the center panel onto the side panel. Okay, and our first step is to staple, okay, or join, make our join along this line up until our balance, our tailor's tack or drill hole mark, okay? Okay, so we want to fold this one first like this, okay? But then what we need to do, I'm going to flip it over, okay, is this one actually comes open. Okay, like that. Okay, so you can see that allowance is under there. Probably haven't been the most accurate with my stapling. Okay, so you try and be right on your line. Okay, then we're going to take our underlay, so that comes back into play. Okay, and turn it over. And you want to be matching very much on your seam lines, okay? I feel like mine's not matching perfectly, but it's probably just due to my texture. If there is an error, you have to work backwards. So if some part isn't quite fitting, okay, and then you join along that edge there. So I'm taking that part of the side panel, or this, actually that looks like the center panel, okay, and I'm just joining it to this edge of the underlay. Okay, and same thing to the other side. Now for some reason, mine's not sitting that well. Could be, not sure. So the idea is that should sit flush in that center there. I'll make it sit that way, but yeah, if there's a problem, you just got to work backwards. I think it's probably to do with my textures being a little bit too thick. Okay, if you're doing it in pencil, it should be perfect. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the back now. Okay, so if we flip it over, then, okay, we'll put it right round the right way. Okay, so we should now be able to, and it does look like it's going to fold in. Okay, so we're folding along our fold line, putting it on that center place line, so in towards one another. So again, if we look at that pleat now, okay, it can come out. So we've got those two pleats there, our seam line. So I forgot to mark this as, so that center line, remember, is the PPL, or pleat placement line. Okay, so you can see how that goes. Now you might notice up the top here, it's sort of popping out. Okay, so normally you'd stitch down something like this, okay, on our example, and cut across, and that just stops it from moving out the way, so that this piece, because remember, at the moment the underlay is only joined under these seams here, okay, but by doing this, this secures it into the center of the piece so that it can't pop out this way, okay, so that it would be joined. So that basically now completes all of your pleats, okay, so they're the three main kind that are drafted via direct measurement. So when you come into class next lesson, we're going to be drafting a culotte style, and you can explore pleats in a more creative way in that style.